So our topic is scattering of light. The question is that why light scatters. To understand this topic, let us first of all know what is scattering of light. Scattering of light means it is the deviation of light from its straight path. We all know that light has a tendency to follow the straight path, and that is known as the rectilinear propagation of it. But whenever there is any obstacle in the path of light, it deviates. Now the question is why light deviates. This is important. So let us try to understand this concept from the basics. Let us consider a situation A in which this person A is moving on the road. Right, when this person is moving, he is on his way, there is an ant on his way. Now what happens? Do you think that this man is going to change his path because of this ant? Definitely not. Now there is a situation B in which now this person A, which is going on his way, he encompasses another person B, which is having a comparable size to his own, right? Now, do you think that this person A will keep on moving on his way? Definitely not. Because now this person B is on his way and this person B is having comparable size to A. Now the similar thing happens with our light. Let's try to understand that why our sky appears blue. Now what happens, students? This sunlight, which is made up of these 7 colors and we know that it is known as white light also. Now what happens? This white light strikes on the atmosphere of our earth, right? And in our atmosphere we are having the particles of different gases, oxygen, nitrogen, right? So what happens is that this white light strikes on these particles, and the size of these particles is very much comparable to the wavelength of blue light, right? Or we can say that the blue zone. Therefore, what happens that when white light strikes on these particles they scatter the blue light most, because as I explained you that scattering means the deviation in the path of the light. Now why the light will scatter? Because it will encounter the hindrance which is having comparable. So students, if we try to conclude that why our sky appears blue, so we can say that it is due to the scattering of light. And how? In our that in our atmosphere there are particles of size which is comparable to the wavelength of the blue color. Therefore blue is scattered, and hence because blue color is scattered we say that our sky appears blue. Hope students you have understood the phenomena of scattering.